Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's online service of the Church of Infinite Spirit. I'm Reverend Skye, one of the founders of this church, and we've been meeting in Denver for just over 20 years. We started in 1999, so we are so grateful to be able to reach out to you today and meet with you in this way. We're using the Zoom video conferencing platform, and there's a couple of very cool things about Zoom. One thing about it is that if you are on a computer, you can float your cursor down to the bottom of your screen, and you'll see a bar there, and in the bar is chat. I have the chat window open, so if you want to chime in with anything, you can type it in. Also, you can float your cursor to the top of this Zoom window on your screen and change the view if you'd like. There's gallery view and speaker view. I'm going to go on gallery. Onto our church, the Church of Infinite Spirit. It's the mission of this church to inspire spiritual freedom by supporting people in experiencing themselves as spiritual beings and as a part of the consciousness that creates this universe. And we celebrate and support the joyous transformation that comes from that knowing of self as a spirit in the journey of Earth. We hope to recapture the intention of church as a respite, a sanctuary from the noise of life, as a space of remembrance of our spiritual nature, a place of joyful connection. We are non-dogmatic and non-judgmental. You won't find any dogma or control energy with us. You won't find any punishment or reward energy with us either. We respect your divine right to create your reality and manage your energy as you choose. And it's always a take what you can use and leave the rest environment. When we share, it's with the intention of inspiring you to find your truth rather than convincing you of our truth. I'm so glad you'll be taking a break from the noise of life with me today for about the next 30 minutes as we remember our spiritual nature and give to ourselves. Let's start with a short meditation. Meditation makes everything easier because it reminds us that we are energy, that we are spiritual beings, and it opens us up to new possibilities. Doing it together is so powerful, and energy is not bound by distance. So when we do it together here, we are doing it together. So let's do it now. I will walk you through a short 4-step process to help us all come present to the moment and present to ourselves. If you want to participate, it's helpful to close your eyes for just a few moments here and place your feet flat on the floor. As you close your eyes, give that body of yours a nice deep breath. Allow the body to relax into this moment, no matter what's going on in your day. Nice. The first step of our 4-step process is called grounding. Grounding is simply an imaginary connection from the base of your spine to the center of the earth. And we do it by visualizing or pretending or imagining. Would you go ahead and notice that body of yours? You might notice your neck and shoulders, they get tight. Notice your arms on your lap or the chair or your phone, wherever they are. If you're holding that phone, you might want to place it aside and just listen for a moment. Good. Notice your back, your lower back, the base of your spine. The base of your spine is the back of an energy center called the first chakra, and that's where grounding begins. Would you imagine from the base of your spine growing a tail of colored light, any color you like, blue, green, red, yellow, purple. We're going to grow that light just like a tail of light, extending from the base of your spine, where a tail would grow from if you had one, right down through your chair, the building you're in, the earth. To let that grounding cord grow all the way to the center of the earth. And imagine it connecting at the earth's core. Grounding stabilizes the whole chakra system, invites you as spirit into the body, and becomes a trash chute for energy you don't need to be carrying to fall away and be recycled at the center of the earth. So much of the worry and stress and pain that we carry is just a symptom of energy recycling through the chakra system of the energetic body. And when we ground, it gives that energy a place to go. The second step of this meditation is to open the sixth chakra. The sixth chakra sits in the middle of our heads, behind our eyes, between our ears. It's the seat of clear vision or clairvoyance. The way to open the sixth chakra is to simply imagine being in it. Be in the middle of your head. You can be anywhere. You can be any when. You can be scattered in time and space. When you focus and come present in the middle of your head, you come present to your own vision, your own answers, your own energy. Notice what it's like. The third step of this process is to manage the energy fields around us, our auras. Imagine the energy field around you like a bubble, like a big soap bubble around you or eggshell. Let the bubble be about an arm's length distance, all around and above and below you. Plenty of space just for you. And if you'd like, you could imagine painting that bubble, your aura bubble, a color. Setting the color of your own aura can help set the tone of energy in your space. Of course, the tone of energy in your space will affect your experience of life. Maybe pick a color you love and imagine the bubble coming to that color all around you so that you are safe and cozy in your own energy field. In the paradigm of information that we work with, the energy that you carry in the body, chakras, and aura will be reflected back to you in your experience of life. So we create reality from the inside out by changing the energy we're carrying, by letting go of what doesn't work for us, and by bringing in what we want to experience. We've been letting go of energy down the grounding cord. Let's bring some in. Would you imagine or notice what energy would you like to bring into your space? What energy would you like to bring into your life? And here's how to do it. Would you imagine above your head a big golden ball of light, just like a big gold sun? Let that big gold sun be at least as tall as you are. It's big. And I'll call it a big gold sun for nothing. We want that gold sun to be nice and big. Maybe it can be bigger and bigger and bigger. And imagine what you'd like to experience in your life. Maybe you'd like more love or bliss or fun. Distill that desire down to a word like love or bliss or fun or clarity or grace or prosperity. And then go ahead and take your word and write it across the sun. And watch what happens. As you write the word across the sun, I'm going to do love, L-O-V-E. The sun absorbs and becomes the word. It multiplies the vibration of your intention. Every word has a frequency. So as you put that intention, that frequency into the sun becomes it. Then, would you imagine setting that sun right into your body? Or, if you like, reach up and imagine poking a hole in the bottom of it and let the energy stream into you. Let that energy come in and fill you, setting your space, setting the vibration of energy inside your very own body. Let it come in and fill up your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Let it come in and fill up your arms and your chest and your torso. Let it come in and fill up your legs, your knees, your feet, your fingers and toes, receiving energy in every cell of the body and the spaces between the cells. Let the energy be integrated into your being. That's just an intention. The energy is integrated into my being. So there's always room for more. Nice. If you'd like, give that body another big deep breath. Open your eyes. Notice how you feel. You've just changed your energy. Released what you don't need. My cat's leaving. She's done meditating. And brought in what you'd like. Let's move to our topic of the day, which of course is the holidays and holiday energy, because here we are full on in it. For some people, it's yay, the holidays are here. For some people, it's, oh God, the holidays are here. I heard a radio commercial a while back where the announcer said, the holidays are upon us. It's like they are a big weight or storm. But like them or not, the holidays are here. I like to think of the holidays as a season of opportunity, because the season will be whatever we make it, just like everything else in life. Some people will make it the season of expectation, and that season will likely be followed quickly by a season of disappointment. Some people will make it a season of perfection, which will also likely be quickly followed by a season of disappointment. Some of us will make it the season of resistance. It's holiday crap. It's all fake anyway. Maybe we call that the season of the jaded. Maybe it will be a season of overwhelm or phoniness. Maybe we're expressing tidings of comfort and joy, but there's a chronic exhaustion and irritation churning just below the smile. For a lot of people, the traditional way of doing the holidays doesn't feel right, but it's no fun to just be a Scrooge and hate it all anyway. So it's a season of opportunity. And within that opportunity, I've been making it a season of reverence. Reverence. During the holidays, we could explore, embody, and play with the energy of reverence. Reverence is a vibration. It's a vibration like joy, gratitude, contentment, worry, or stress. And like any vibration, we can choose to embody it, run it, be it, or not. Reverence is also a stance of consciousness. It's an attitude, in a way. I like to think of reverence as a celebratory vibration, like a big wow about reality. Reverence has kind of a solemn reputation. We can think of monks chanting, ah. I'm not a singer, but I like that stuff. But it's not really my experience of reverence. And reverence isn't submission either. It's not bowing down before someone or something as if we're not worthy. Reverence is the acknowledgement of the vastness of consciousness and a profound appreciation of that larger something of which we're all a part. Think of ancient civilizations withdrawn to survive the winter. Some of the pagan rituals may be honoring nature, living in alignment with the cycles of nature and in touch with spirit, in communication with spirit. I like that. I don't want to go back there. No, thank you. My idea of camping is a good hotel, so no. But there is something to that image that we seem to have lost in our current experience of winter, the solstice, and the holiday energy, the reverence of it all. Take out the solemn, and reverence is like, hooray for everything. One of my favorite lines that reminds me of reverence is from a movie that I never get tired of. Now it's an old movie. What the bleep do we know? Remember that movie? It was about 15 years ago. It's still an amazing creation. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a classic in the metaphysical world and a milestone in awareness of metaphysical concepts. It's inspiring and it's fun and it's full of great lines. One of my favorites is right at the beginning when Fred Wolf says, asking a person to describe God is like asking a fish to describe the water in which the fish swims. That's a fun one. I love when the being channeled in the movie, Ramtha, says, the height of arrogance is the height of control of those who create God in their own image. Boy, I love that. But the one I'm thinking of is a different one. And I took my husband to see this movie. We met on a first date, and then I suggested we go see this movie on a second date because it sort of was a test. I wanted to see what he would think. He's not in this realm much at all. So I, of course, had already seen it, and we went, and I watched it, and he watched it, and I said, what did you think? And he said, I think I need to see it again. Test passed. And we've been married for 13 years. But the quote I'm thinking of is from, I can't remember his name. His first name's David. Can't remember his last name. But he's studying to be a physicist. And he's talking about how particles exist in many places at once. The wave function of particles, which now everyone's pretty familiar with, the same particle happening across possibilities of reality until it is observed by a conscious being. And it falls into physical commitment according to the often unconscious expectations of the person or conscious being observing. He says something like, people tinker in the lab and you go to lunch and you live life because of course you have to. And meanwhile, there's this amazing stuff happening all the time. Reverence is the acknowledgement that there's this amazing stuff happening all the time. Yes, we have to go through our human lives. We have to do the dailies of living. It's part of being here in the earth journey. And from time to time, it is super fun to step back and notice the big picture and just admire it all. This thing, this experience that we call reality is magnificent. Reverence is like walking with your head up, looking at everything, instead of your head down, looking at the sidewalk or your phone. We can see and feel and experience that amazingness, and it's healing when we do. It's refreshing, and it helps us get to our heads out of the stories we're telling ourselves about what's true. It can bring a brand new perspective. Soon, we'll start our clairvoyant training program. And I'm really looking forward to watching a new group of people as they learn how to see. There's nothing like seeing energy to notice the amazingness of it all, of a spiritual being on the journey of Earth, and all the possibilities playing out in accordance with the choices we make in cooperation with consciousness. That there is spirit-to-spirit communication is a healing. What reading is for the reader is beyond transformational, as the reader experiences their natural abilities to see and change energy, and they purposefully interact with the consciousness that creates this universe. The effect is transformational across all facets of life, to the degree that the person is willing, of course. I always feel that reverence when the students start to come out of their kind of reality cocoons, the smaller world of thought and emotion, and into spiritual seeing. And they notice that, yes, I can do it. I and Margaret and Allie and Jamie and some other people are reverends of the Church of Infinite Spirit. And as reverends, it's our primary job to hold reverence for each magnificent incarnated soul and for all there is. To remember that big picture and that there's this amazing stuff happening all the time. If you'd like, you could imagine being at Reverence this holiday season, being a reverend in your own way, perhaps as you sit at the dinner table with family members. These are souls on the journey of incarnation alongside you. How cool is that? Maybe they push your buttons, but maybe that was part of the spiritual agreement before coming to Earth. Reverence helps us change the stories we tell ourselves in our heads and opens us up to new and different realities. The possibilities of reality are limitless. Of course, we each as souls have a range of possibilities in a particular lifetime and particular souls we might interact with. While it's not limitless, that range is most often much broader than we imagine it to be. We kind of decide what's real and true and possible, and not real and true and possible. And we start to funnel our reality into a narrower space. I look at myself and think, I can't ski. But the reality is I don't want to learn to ski. I live in Colorado, I don't want to learn to ski. So I have this I can't ski. Traffic is hard. Right? We make these decisions and we get a funnel that we flow our perspective, our reality through, and we get a result, of course, according to the funnel. Reverence opens us up to information outside our personal funnel, and that's really fun. In reverence, there's space to undecide limiting beliefs and create anew. I like using the example of when Margaret, my co-director of Interconnection Institute, moved to Santa Fe a couple years ago now. And in my personal funnel, I decided, it's okay. I'll just teach here in Denver. Maybe we'll do some retreats down there. This kind of stinks. I can't believe I came back from Arizona. Now Margaret's leaving, right? And there was this sort of weird limbo energy for a while. But when we stepped back and we just embraced what is, we got outside that funnel of what it could look like. And one day when we were talking, we said, hey, let's create the whole institute online. And what seemed to be a setback evolved into this incredibly wonderful thing that we're both enjoying so much and so grateful for. So just acknowledging without resistance and appreciating what is gets us out of the personal funnel. If you hear some howling, the cat has done meditating and now she's dragging her felt snake toward the office to give it to me as a present. She does this a couple of times a day. So her timing is interesting. We'll see if she follows through. We're talking about getting out of the funnel. We each have a personal funnel through which we flow reality. There's a cultural funnel too. There's a bigger funnel that has decided or contains what we as a culture believe is possible in our reality. No matter what it is. That funnel contains the possibilities of cause and effect, how objects move, what matter is, what is possible in the physics of the universe. And that's a much bigger and even more fun funnel to get out of. We call events outside that funnel miracles. A miracle seems impossible, but of course they aren't. They happen all the time. Miracles are events that happen outside the current agreement of reality. Miracles are fun because they offer glimpses outside the funnel in which we live. They offer glimpses of the much, much bigger picture, and they inspire reverence. There really is something amazing going on here, and miracles remind us of that. There can be big miracles and little miracles. There are lots of them if we'll simply allow ourselves to notice. Some of the bigger miracles that I've experienced are having dimes come out of my feet chakras, my fingerprints changed, my credit report was erased during a financially messy divorce. Very grateful for that one. The speaking of souls who've passed, and large-scale healings of illness for myself and for my cat. One time I lost a pair of earrings, and I had bought the earrings for myself at a very important time in my life. And they were a symbol of my acknowledgement of myself and my path and just what was going on at that time, which was dramatic. And one day I dropped them in the sink and I watched them go down the sink, right into the drain. So I let them go. I was not in a position to dismantle the sink. It was a rental. I don't have those skill sets. So I just let it go, fine. And a few weeks later, those rings showed up in my jewelry box. I opened my box and there they were. I was so grateful. I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. That could be a big one or a little one, depending on how you look at it. And when things like that happen, I just say thank you. I just say yes, and more, please. I don't try to take the miracle and stuff it into the funnel of reality. That seems to minimize our opportunity for miracles. So if you have something like that happen, please just say thank you. And yes, I receive this. If all potentials exist, then I can live in an all possibilities universe. And the person next to me can choose and has a divine right to live in a different universe, even if that person is a family member that I only see at Christmas time. When we walk in an open stance of reverence, acknowledging that we are in a funnel and that reality is bigger than our personal funnel, bigger than the cultural funnel by far, our possibilities expand and expand on large and small scales. So I invite you to bring reverence into your holidays and into your life. Maybe notice your funnel as you interact with family and friends and complete all the tasks and preparations for the holiday time. We can expand our experience of reverence through meditation. And if you want to, let's do that right now. If you'd like, close your eyes. Acknowledge that grounding cord we created in the beginning. If it's gone, you can always recreate it. It goes from the base of your spine to the center of the earth. Be in the middle of your head. You're in your bubble. If you have been saying no to the holidays, would you simply imagine moving to yes? Notice what happens in the body when we move from no to yes. Yes, holidays, I allow you to be. We'll make them what we'd like. And notice how your body relaxes as you start to move toward yes and stop fighting reality. When we say yes, we can begin to dance with the possibilities instead of pushing things away. Accessing reverence makes that easier. One thing that helps me access reverence is noticing the universe. And you can notice it as with your eyes closed from the middle of your head. You sure can. As you sit in meditation, would you acknowledge, notice the earth? You might imagine a picture of the beautiful earth from space. You might imagine being where the camera is as that picture is taken and seeing the earth from a distance. You could notice the miracle of the atmosphere, the beauty of the water on the planet, the majestic land. From your vantage point, you could notice the quiet of space outside the atmosphere, outside the earth agreement. Change your focus. Say hello to the star that is our sun. Hello, sun. You might say hello to Venus and Mercury, between the earth and the sun. Hi, planets. You could imagine turning your view and seeing the outer planets. I know they're not all called outer. Astrologers on the line. The planets distant from Earth. See the solar system. Acknowledge the vastness of the universe. Notice the vastness of the universe as a mirror for the vastness of reality. Turn your focus back to earth. All of it, a manifestation of consciousness. Bring your attention back to your physical body in the middle of your head. Take a breath. You, also a manifestation of consciousness, a part of everything that's manifesting as this universe, a miracle in yourself. Body, another big breath if you'd like. Make one of those big gold suns above your head and write the word reverence across it. R-E-V-E-R-E-N-C-E. R-E-V-E-R-E-N-C-E. Watch the sun absorb that word and become it. Set it into your body or pop it and receive that vibration. Notice reverence as it comes into you, into your experience, into your body, into your energy. Receive reverence through the top of your head and let it fill you. Let it fill your head and neck and shoulders. Let it fill your chest and torso and arms. Let it come down through all your guts, to your legs and your knees and your feet and your toes and your fingers and your fingernails. Allow it to be okay for you to have miracles for yourself, personal ones and big ones, for yourself, about yourself. What if you are vast and amazing? What if you look at yourself with reverence? Try it. If you'd like, give that body one more big deep breath as you open your eyes, maybe stretch a little bit. Good. We are getting ready to close our time together today. I want to thank you for your time, for your attention. Your time and attention are two of your most valuable resources in incarnation. So I really appreciate them, and I invite you to be careful where you place them this holiday season. Time and attention. Please consider visiting our website, innerconnection.org, INNERCONNECTION.org. Check out our Meditation for Living course and our upcoming programs, including clairvoyant training. We accept donations, and we do so with deep gratitude. We are a nonprofit, so donations are tax deductible. You can send one right through the website or by contacting me through the website too, or at 303-282-9439. Thank you so much for being here today and for being here in the journey of Earth. We'll hope to see you again next month when Margaret Johnson will be here to share on January 17th, same time as today. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy season of opportunity and happy season of reverence. Bye for now.